Hello and welcome to my Tardis tutorials. This lesson is going to be about modelling the lantern on the top of the Tardis. So let's get it done. Alright, what you want to do is you want to bring up Internet Explorer or whatever one you use, and then you want to type in Tardis and then lantern as I spell it, and then press enter. Go to images, and you want to save this image as Tardis lantern. Now get rid of that. Okay, I'm going to put it on my desktop, and I'm going to save. No, not that. Let's try again. Save images, desktop, and Tardis lantern. And then that bit's done. And then we're gonna jump back into 3ds Max. And now we need to make an image plane. This is so we have a good rough guide. Click up here and click on here. Oh, press W. Plane. Yeah. Strange. It's not snapping correctly. Well, you want it like, you want it so you want it about this size. Ah, there we go, we got these yellow snappy things. Okay, and I forgot to mention that the units, I have them in, actually I'll reset, don't change, there we go, I'll reset the whole scene. I'll go to customize unit setup and I'll change it to centimeters and press OK. Now if you look down here we have the centimeters. Okay, we'll make the plane, and we'll have it about you want it like that. And we press oh yeah, if this disappears and it shows like this, you just press X. And what we want to do now, we want to get rid of that one, and we want to press E, and we'll just rotate it so it says 90. If you see it in the yellow writing, it says 90. Rotate it 90 degrees. Press W and push it back in the Y-axis, just like that. Now this front viewport, you need to press G, and then you need to go to here and click on shaded, and you'll see why in a minute. And now you want to press M. This brings up the material editor, and then you want to bring up, you want to go in the diffuse slot, which is here. When it loads, this ain't going on my computer. There we go. And when it loads, you just click on bitmap, and then go to desktop or wherever you saved your lantern, and click on open, and there it is there. And if you click on this bit here, show shaded material in viewport, we need to apply it first. So we click on this and click assign, and if we click off this, that just shows you what that showing the view active viewport. Okay, so we've got the image there. It's not the best quality, but it's a good guide. We're going to be using the one on the right hand side and the left, but mainly the one on the right hand side. Yours probably will have a better resolution. For some reason on this computer I use, the gamma or whatever it is isn't isn't the best, to be honest. Alright, and so the next thing I want to do is we're going to look at the object, and what I want you to do yourself is to look at the object and say to yourself, what does this shape look like? Like this bit here, it's clearly, if you think it in 2D it looks like a rectangle, but in 3D it's got to be a cylinder. I'll give you an example. Just like that, you see this bit here relates to this bit here. So I just want you to look at, when you do modelling, just to look at an object and try and picture which one of these options, or any of these, or all these, can you draw out and make it look similar? Okay, alright then, so we're going to press and hold Alt and then press W, and this will bring this window up. We can X this one out here, remove the material editor, and then what we want to do is, actually we want to select this image point and just scale it a little, just like that, and this one looks a bit more, there, just so it looks a good size. And now what we want to do is go into here, so you've got your create panel, you've got geometry, shapes, click on line, and then what we want to do is, every time we make a click and the cursor goes, out of our view, say if we made a line and it went out here, I'll give you an example. What we want to do is, see it's gone off the screen, just press I and it follows it. It's a good tip, that one. I'll press delete. So what we want to do is, we want to start off with the line tool, and we're going to zoom in and we're going to make a little point for the top. And what we'll do is, we're just going to hold shift, and this will make straight lines, and we're just going to make a very pointy top bit, and I'm just going to follow the picture. Your picture will be much clearer than this when you get it off the Google Images. And I'm just going to press J to get rid of that box because it's really annoying, and I'm just going to go down one a little, and here we can just press, let's press, with the hold shift still, and then for every straight line we see, we hold shift, and you can just literally do it how you want. This bit, this picture's terrible, so I'm like squinting just to like see where things are supposed to be, but try and give everything the same kind of shape. This might not look the greatest, but oh well. This is just so you get a rough idea of how to model these kind of things. Zoom out. Let's hold I again. Bring us back. Let's bring this down. Let's give everything the same sort of shape. And then a little edge there. Now you wanna, with this bit, you wanna hold I, zoom up, and you wanna place the dot halfway about here. Actually, we'll bring, oops. You know what? This line is a bit. No, we'll work with this line actually. What we can do is we can click on something called L, there, lathe, and press W, and there we go. And we have a nice looking shape. And let's get it so it's equal there. And then if we click on lathe, we can click on hierarchy, effect pivot, center to object, and what that will do is make sure that this isn't over there, center to the object. Hold Alt and X and we can see through it. If that's not good enough, you can press M and you can call this I'll call it tranny, and we'll bring down the opacity to, let's give it a colour actually, give it a blue, yeah, and then we'll just drag it and drop it. Blue's the worst colour to use. That one, that's fine. We can just drop the transparency, just like that. And you can also animate this, so to be fair, I've chosen the wrong colour. Let's get red's no good. It's the background, it's not very good. Choose any colour you want. There. Dark blue. There. Or you can just leave it how it was and still use Alt and X. Yeah, it's still crap. Alright, that bit's done. We'll move this down a tad. There we go. So that's the first little bit done. We'll press and hold Alt and W, and so from this angle we can see we've done the top bit. If it's got too many sides on it, you can adjust this. Going into the modify tunnel, modify, and just add in. I think that's 30 I had. That 32 will be perfect, and this will make all the edges nice and round. See, if on the line I made that line going across here, we would have capped off this bit here. Actually, I think I will do that. We'll go back through, delete this line, and I'll make a fresh new line, a really quick one, just to demonstrate what I'm trying to get across. There, and there. Press I, and then here we can just eyeball it and create a nice shape for ourselves. It's really hard with this image because it's shocking. And press I. We'll do it halfway. There we go, we just right click to end that bit, And what we can do now is we can edit every single one we put down. So if we're not happy, that looks a little bit too wide, we can drag these two. We can edit all of these. You can do it on the fly as well, so you can even do you can go to the lathe, and you need to adjust the axes, bring it across, come back into line. Actually, we'll click on lathe, just put it over. And then what we can do is, if we're not happy with some bits of the shape, so let's have a look. Okay, there's a step difference here, so you can see here there is a huge step difference, and can bring this bit in, bring that bit in, this. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, and that's the lathe done. So that's the basic shape of this bit. Alt and X to bring the full colour back of the diffuse, and there's a hole there, that's because I didn't bring the line all the way across. Weld core, that could solve the problem as well. But the hole's not a big. It's not a big problem. As you can see, that's if we move this, I'll show you what this will do. It's a bigger hole now, so you can literally just eyeball this until it works. Let's have a look. And as you can see, it's worked. I brought it across too much, so you can just bring it. There you go. There's this tiny hole. Tiny hole doesn't really matter. And there you go. Tinchy hole. Doesn't really matter, and you can weld that together yourself manually. So that's the top bit done. There's a little hole in there, which is quite good if you want to have light shining out of it. So you could purposely have holes in here, or if you want to have the lamp, the bulb shining, like a little beam through. So we'll move on to the next bit now. What we'll do for the next bit is we'll go into, actually I've done something wrong. We need to name this bit, and we need to center the pivot, so it's here. Let's name the object top hat, enter, and then let's get a circle in the top view, and you can see we're trying to model a little cap here. Oh, we could. No, I'll draw it out. I'll do this bit by hand. Alt W, so you can see the whole thing. And we're going to draw straight down, hold shift, so it gives you a point straight line. There, hold shift again. There. Just keep holding shift and you get on each corner. We'll just do this bit separate. Bring this down. Okay, what we'll do, because I've done a line wrong, I'll show you, yeah, we'll do this bit manually. So we need to start from the middle, so let's see the middle, 34.74 on the x-axis. If you can see it down here, it was 34.79. Then we'll look for it again. 34. So about here. This is the middle point. We can adjust this as well. About there. So about here. And then we just hold shift, draw across, draw down. I'll zoom in so you can see it, and I'll press I. I've made a mistake, but I'll show you how to adjust this. We just keep holding shift and clicking, and just keep doing that, and then press I, zoom out, and then we'll do one last click, and then we'll right click, and it's done. So this is another step in the model that we're trying to create. What we'll do now is something different. There's a new little tip. So we made a mistake there. We just bring these down. On each corner, you want to select each corner. Well, not each corner. Where it shouldn't be a corner, where it's going to be a curve. We'll just select it and click smooth. Now what we can do is we can manually adjust all of these. Click refine and add a point next to each one, and this should toughen it up. Now all you got to do is press W, come in and just manually adjust these so you get a nice step. You might want to move this one, all these ones across, and there, and there, and this one. You could add some on the other side if this product, if this is really serious project, then you know you want to add a few more to make the line a bit tighter. But it's nice to have, this is a nice look. You don't want it too pointy, you want it to have a nice little curve, I do anyway, and then we'll give it a good finish. Alright, so what we'll do now is we'll scale these two so they're level. So we'll press R, and we'll just drag up. Is that the right way? Yeah, they're level. Let's have a look. That's 33. What is it? It's 34, 11. They're about level. Alright, what we'll do is we'll add a modifier to this. We'll call this middle hat, and then we can test out the lathe, see if this is the result we want, which it is, and then we drag it across until it reaches there. 32 sides is fine. As you can see, automatically updates. If these edges aren't to your liking, you can alter them. Hold Alt and W, and hold Alt and click in the middle mouse button, and you can rotate around and just have a look. And you can see it's come into shape. If you look at the image in the background, you can see that it is quite similar Obviously here there's too many steps compared to an image, but you can always click on this and add a mesh smooth and bring up the iterations, make it smoother, but you don't want to do that yet anyway. So that's the second bit done. What we'll do now is we'll hide this selection, it's called top hat, that one's gone, and now we need to now I'll show you a new trick actually. We're going to go into the create panel, click on circle, and we're going to use this as a reference, so it just needs to be a little bit thinner than this one, so let's say about here, and then we'll use, see it's X here, it says X. If you click on this spinner, it can bring it across. See how it's accurate? It's one of the best ways of doing things anyway. And then we can use the, I think it's, is it the Z? No, it's not the Z. Press Alt Z. Bring it up a little, and there you go, it's bang on. Now what you want to do is, you want to use an option called sweep in the modifier. So if we just go to here and look for S. I'm blind. Am I blind? Sweep. And then if we look down here, let's hold Alt and W, we get this nice effect. So you get all these different types of sweep effect. We can also rotate this, so we have the effect this way, 180 degrees. We can bring this up, oops, just so it nestles there, and that is quite nice. What we want to do is just edit. So Alt W, come back into this option here, and you just play with the parameters just so you can get the, I think there would be nice, and a little bit longer, and then we can drag this like there, make it a bit longer, drag it down, and then have a look, just eyeball how you want it to look. Z-axis, bring it up a little bit, just so it touches. There you go, and that's that bit done. Looks quite nice. Or there's another way of doing things. We could have a wide flange. This is another way of doing it. Bring it down, bring it in. This way it does look quite nice. And bring the length up there. Yeah, I think this way looks, this bit looks nicer. And corner radius. We can use this. Nice to have a corner radius. Bring it down, it's too high. Ooh. Thickness. So if you just look at your screen and just copy my parameters if you want to, you don't have to, it's optional. Yeah, it's looking quite good. Needs a bit more length if I'm honest. There. And we can actually copy this to the bottom, this one. So about there. Copy it and press R, scale, and we can call this base, and we'll now model the next bit. Let's have a look how this is looking. Okay, next bit, line, same as before. What we want to do is, we can see it's on a, this picture was taken in some sort of perspective view, so we need to eyeball it. So we've got a big section here, and the red is about 3 hoops in the glass. So we'll just create them now. So we'll start like before. We'll leave the glass open. Remember before we capped it using the line here. Now we'll leave the glass open. So we want to create 3 hoops. Just like this. Roughly the same size, and then press I when you get stuck. And we want to follow this curve and make sure everything is quite smooth, because glass is quite smooth, very smooth. And you want to make the 3 hoops again. Doesn't really matter where you do them as long as they're equal. Here, 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 and let's do 1 big hoop. Hoopla. There. And then let's have a lathe. And then you know what to do, move the axis over, press W, and there. And as you can see from this view, it's quite accurate. We could do with stretching some of these out. We'll make this section here a bit wider. We'll jump back into line, and we'll click on these, and we'll make it smoother. And what we can do is we can just right click and click on smooth, and on some of the others smooth. Just click on mainly the ones at a point, make them into a smooth vertice. Smooth. This one smooth. If it's really pointy, just give it a smooth. Here and here. And this is just a rough guide. You can do whatever you want with yours. Don't treat this as a Bible, because it's not going to be perfect. And I ain't going to tweak everything, because I'm just, obviously I've got limited space on the hard drive, and I don't want to take up your day. So as we can see here, it's not bad looking glass. Obviously it hasn't got a glass material, but we need to move the glass down here. We need a bit more glass, so we can just stretch this bit down. That can be smooth. And then smooth this one. bring this lot down, and these, and that. So that's a nice little rough guide there. Click on lathe, and as you can see, it's coming together. Unhide all. Yep, and it's coming together. It's looking more like these. Obviously there's no materials yet. Let's get in there. I'll add these bits on now. So I'll click on everything. I'll make sure whatever I've clicked on is centered. So let's hide. Let's hide everything. Oh, let's just hide. All we need to do is put these handles in now. So we'll go into create line, and we'll just follow this straight down the middle. Click, click, and then hold shift and scroll out. Keep your finger on shift and press I. Oh, okay, that one didn't work. What we'll do is, this is easier actually, we'll just use I all the way through. So just click, click, keep tapping I as you go down, and scroll your middle mouse button in so you can go down all the way. Press I, there you go, and here, and add a few points so we can make some of it smooth. And right here, hold shift so it's straight, and then right click, and the handle's almost done. Really quick. Okay, that's nice. You're going to modify tab, and we want to add another vertex in between these two, and we'll click on refine just here, and we'll come up and we'll add a point. We'll press W, and we'll click on this point we just made, and we'll just make it like that, and we'll click on smooth and lift it up. That bit's done. We'll do the same at the bottom. Just make things smooth. Move this across there. Where there's a nice point, you just click on smooth, smooth, and now all we've got to do is click on rendering, enabling viewport, zoom out, and zoom back in, and it should pop like that. And yeah, enable that in renderer. Okay, here's totally up to you. You can just make it stick as you want or whatever. The more sides, the better quality. So no more than 16 really. You don't really need any more than that. Viewport. You want to click on viewport there. Make sure you keep looking in the perspective so you don't miss anything out. So you can see it's just standard. You don't really want to overcomplicate this. And then all we got to do is go into the top view and press W. Oh, sorry. Go in the top view, click on create, and that will let you grab this and move it around. So we need 4 copies. So we're going to press E and hold shift, and we're just going to turn this 90 degrees, and we're going to let go, and we're going to make a copy, and we're going to make 3 copies, and we're going to click OK. Now what happened here is we've got all four parts. All we need to do is locate them properly. So obviously this one here looks like, if you're looking, this one needs to be at the front. Oh, Control Z, and let's click on it, and let's bring it down to the front. Oh yeah, and right click, unhide all, so we can see what we're doing now. We see where things are going. We'll bring this, let's have a look. You want to just push it in so it sticks in. You might want to rotate. Oh, not top view perspective, please. You see, you might need to rotate this a little. Press E and turn that off. And let's push it in. Not too far, just a little. There. And then we'll do the rest. There we go, there's another one. And this one is for the top, so we'll make it, let's go to the top view, drag it to the top, and we'll shove it in there. And I'll rotate this round so you can see what I just did. That's in too far, so we might need to rotate it as well. This one's in too far. Yeah, we need to rotate this one. Press E. We should have rotated it beforehand. It would have been easier. And then done copies of it. There. So that one's in. If you need longer handles, what you can do is you can just go back into the model itself, line, and in this viewport you can just grab and pull them in, you know, if it's not reaching. But before I did all these copies, I should have really made sure the first one was perfect. Right, what I'll do is I'm going to manually delete all the poles apart from one, which I'll say is, which one, that one's perfect, so just this one and this one. There we go. Now we'll start again, sorry about that, and what I'll do this time is I'll drag here, so just make a selection here, and you can see what I selected here. It's just I've selected the front few vertices, and we're going to pull them in. Oh, that weren't supposed to do that. There we go, so they're all pulled in now. So if we want a longer handle, which we do, because you want to have it select, you want to have someone grab this handle, well, you might do anyway. Alright, that's what we'll do is we'll just press E, shift, oh, wrong one. There we go. Hold shift and rotate this. Nope. Angle snaps. Hold shift. Rotate 90 degrees any direction. 3 copies. Okay, and now you just do what you do. What we got to do is locate these, and we're done. W. So this one looks like it should be going on this side. There. Perfect. This one. Ooh, this one is for over here. So we'll just add it like that, and then bring it in there, and we'll just select them and put them in place. So this one here, this one's out of place. We'll just push it back into place, and it's done. So what we have here now is the completed lantern. Well, there is obviously going to be more to this tutorial. We can also make a bulb. You can get a ellipse. Well, let's just drag it just like that. Go to modify. Uncheck all these, and then click on sweep. Zoom out. Sweep? No, not sweep. I clicked on the wrong one. Is it lathe? How did that do it? Yeah, lathe. Yeah, lathe. This is the one. And you got yourself a nice little light bulb. You gotta make sure you so you can change the sides here manually, and you can also change the axes. You want to get rid of that little hole and have wild core selected. And there you go, we've got a light bulb. And you want to name it light bulb. Right. And what I'll do in the next tutorial is I'll add materials, and okay, let's make this C for. Let's make this one. And you can see the bulb in there. You can adjust the bulb if you want. So in the next lesson we'll add materials and we'll add textures. Thanks for watching, and subscribe, like and comment. Let me know how it went. Let me know if you want it to be more detailed, if you want me to show you how to make this bit a bit more detailed, or